The express to Madrid?
40 minutos.
Ask him if there's a telegraph.
¿Hay un telégrafo aquí?
Sí, ahí.
I'm going to be sick.
Ask him if there's a telegraph. Por favor, you hear my Spanish? Hash, for God's sake! Do you have a telegraph?
Ahí.
Yeah.
Ahí.
Oh, gracias. Aquí.
Ahí dentro.
On March 31st, mailed you registered letter enclosing signed contract, book of stories, and requesting money then due me as advance on royalties. Stop. This money to date not received. Stop. Please repeat. Please.
Más despacio.
Importante. Importante.
Señor, un momentito.
Importante. Sent to Guarantee Trust of New York, number 4, numero 4, Place de la Concorde, Paris, France. Stop. Regards, Davis. Davis. Okay? You want to read that back?
Hierba buena, medicina muy buena. De nada. Yo tengo 6 hijos.
Sorry over deadline.
Deadline. D-E-A-D.
Sorry over deadline. Bad situation. Barcelona more complicado.
Complicated. Complicado. Fine. Forget it. I mean, send it. You feel better?
I feel fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I feel fine. Do you want to have a beer?
Sure. ¿Dos cervezas? Sí, señor. Gracias.
Remember that house in Le Garfenet? And we had a curtain like that on the kitchen door, only it was ribbons, colored ribbons. And I wanted to just stay there.
Every place we've ever been, you wanted to just stay there.
Well, you never wanted to stay anywhere.
I would want to stay somewhere with water. Not a pond like back there, but running water. A good big trout stream that nobody else was allowed to fish in. In 2 houses, one where I would have my children and my wife, and the other where I would have my 9 beautiful mistresses.
Which house would I live in?
Well, I'd have to have a third house for you. The rich girl's house. And when I drove on the road from one to the other, I would toss coins to all my illegitimate children.
You wouldn't have any children.
There goes that.
The hills look like white elephants.
I've never seen a white elephant.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, wait a minute. Just because you say I wouldn't have, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. They don't exist. They're imaginary white elephants. Useless items.
That's not necessary.
Ernest del Toro.
It's a drink.
Can we try it?
Ernest del Toro, por favor, uno.
¿Con agua?
I don't know. Is it good with water?
It's all right.
Con agua. I bet it tastes like licorice.
How do you know? You've never had it.
Everything tastes like licorice, especially everything you've waited for, like absinthe or Paris or sex. I've had that.
Cut it out.
You started it. I was being amused. I was having a fine time.
All right, let's try and have a fine time.
I was trying. I said that the mountains looked like white elephants. Aren't you always telling me to really look at things? Wasn't I really looking? Wasn't that bright?
Very bright.
And then I want to try this new drink. Isn't that what we do? You know, we try new drinks and really look at things and try new drinks.
I guess so. No. That's not exactly all we do. I do something else. I also write it down. I look at something, and then I think about it, and then I write down what I think. That's what I do it for. I don't know what you do it for, but that's what I do it for.
Just said the hills, they don't really look like white elephants. I mean, which you've never seen and I've never seen. I just meant the coloring through the trees.
It tastes like licorice.
I love the taste of licorice. I love all the things that taste like licorice.
It's really a very simple operation, Hash. I'll go with you, and I'll stay with you all the time. It's just to let the air in. It's not really an operation at all.
They put a knife in you. I think that you call that an operation.
They just let the air in, and then it's all just perfectly natural.
Air. Everything has another name. It's not licorice. It's anise del toro. It's not a baby. It's tissue. I'm sorry. What do we do afterward?
We'll be fine afterward, just like we were before.
What makes you think so?
It's the reason we're unhappy.
And if I do it, we'll be fine and you'll be happy?
I know we will.
When we had that house at Le Garfrenet, I thought that we'd always hang colored ribbons at our kitchen door.
Very domestic. Very cozy. You can have this kitchen door when we're old. We'll go and we'll live in Lake Forest. Get a kitchen, get a door, get the colored ribbons. Knock them dead in Lake Forest, all these colored ribbons. Look, Ash, you don't have to be afraid. I know lots of people that have done it.
So have I. And afterwards, they were all so happy. Why do you always wear that hat?
What's wrong with this hat?
It's a writer's hat.
I'm a writer.
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Writers don't have kitchen doors, they have hats. And any place they hang their hat is home sweet home to them.
You've got to realize I don't want you to do this if you don't want to.
But if I do it, you'll be happy and things will be like they were and you'll love me.
I love you now. You know I love you.
But if I do it, it'll be nice again. If I say things are like white elephants, you'll like it.
I'll love it. I love it now, but I just can't think about it. You know how I get when I worry.
I know how to cure olives, do you?
No.
I learned how in Santa Barbara. I guess it's just something that rich girls get taught how to do, like tennis. Which is why you don't...
I told you before. I don't want to...
But you already do. You do use... We use it. So it's not money. Listen, if I do it, do you promise you won't worry anymore?
I promise it will be perfectly simple.
Then I'll do it. Because I don't care about me.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't care about me.
I care about you.
But I don't. So I'll do it and everything will be fine. There. Now that's decided. Let's go for a walk.
Hash the train.
You think we won't notice it coming?
You know what I'd like to do when this is over?
I told you you can't eat them. They have to be cured. What is it you'd like to do when this is over?
I'd like to walk over the pass down into Italy. We could go to Venice. Get in a little romantic fucking.
We could go to Rapallo. Remember the day that we ate the mussels in Rapallo?
Oh.
And that French waitress, the one that we called Yvonne the Horrible.
Terrible. Yvonne the Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go back to Rapallo.
Or Cortina.
Not Cortina. That's where I lost the manuscript on the train.
And you made a scene at the station because the station master wouldn't stop it.
It was my manuscript. That might not be important to you.
And you'd left a copy of it at the concierge at the Ritz. You always leave that part of the story out. Going back isn't ever any good.
What are you talking about?
We could have had everything. And every day we make it more impossible.
We can have everything.
No, we can't.
We can have the whole world.
It isn't ours anymore. And once they take it away, you never get it back.
Don't feel that way.
I don't feel anyway. I just know things. Somebody's taken our table.
Look, as far as I know, I have only one life to live. And by God, I'm going to live it where it interests me. I have no romantic feeling about home or family or any other baggage. But if this means so much to you, then don't do it. I don't want you to do it. I am perfectly willing to go through with this whole thing if it means so much to you.
Could we go down now and have another beer? And could we maybe stop talking?
I just don't want...
You don't want anything to change. But things do change. Or they die.
I don't want anybody but you. And I know it's this perfectly simple thing.
Yeah, you would know that.
Know what?
Know that it's this perfectly simple thing.
It's all right for you to say that. But I do know it.
Would you do something for me now?
I would do anything for you.
Could we please, 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 please stop talking?
If you don't want to,
I'll scream.
Llega tarde el expreso.
En 5 minutos, casi nada. Tenga cuidado, señora. Es muy peligroso para usted.
Gracias. ¿El expreso?
Llegará aquí muy pronto.
what'd you say?
She said the express would be aquí muy pronto. If you want to live where it interests you, maybe you should get interested in speaking the language.
Just settle in. I don't want you to do it. I don't care anything about it.
I will scream.
Cyprus. They weren't going to let you on the boat because you didn't have the right stamp on your passport.
It's all gone.
Not gone at all. I wrote about it. Except it wasn't exactly you in the story.
Never exactly me in the story. Won't be exactly me in the story that you write about this.
I don't want to write a story about this.
But you will. And in this story, there will be a man, someone like you, and the woman who's not exactly me. And the woman will be sitting here, and the man will be standing there, and the train will be coming. And she'll stand up, and they'll get on the train. And they'll both know that it's not going to make any difference whether she does it or she doesn't do it.
Stop it.
And I'll be wherever I am, and I'll read this story by you.
You'll be where I am.
And I'll put it down, and I won't show it to whoever I'm with.
You'll be with me.
And all day long I'll be remembering this day and the day in Rapallo when we ate the mussels. And even the day in Cortina when the station master wouldn't stop the train. And this certain day in La Garfrenais and this certain day in Huerlepa.
Stop it.
We had all those days, didn't we?
I said stop it.
Well, we did. We had the whole world.
It's perfectly simple. Whatever you want to do, it's going to be perfectly simple, and afterwards we'll be...
Perfectly happy.
Exactly.
Perfectly, perfectly, perfectly happy.